President of Iceland, dear guests. It's a privilege being here and taking part again in this very interesting conference. And I'm especially delighted to see the attendance from our foreign guests. And as our President said, I hope you like Iceland, and I hope you like your stay in the coming days. Landsvirkjun is a state-owned company and produces about 75% of the electricity produced in Iceland. So we are kind of a large company. We are one of the largest company in Iceland, which means that everyone has an opinion on the company. So our brand and our identity is extremely important for us. As you know that are operating these power companies, we also have these different kinds of stakeholders that we have to work with, and we have to talk to them separately and also at the same time always, and have a consistent in our message. But the complexity of our world is of course that we have the whole nation is our owners, and most people have opinion on the company. At the same time they are our customers, or the customers of our end products. We also have to talk to people with strong environmental interests. We have to talk to landowners, and both and also of course our customers. So what I'm going to try to elaborate on in this short talk is how our history and our current situation, how that has affected our brand and how we communicate with our stakeholders. Landsvirkjun was founded in 1965, so we're just over 50 years old, but our roots are much deeper, as several plants that had been built prior to that were put into the company. So hydropower, when we started to harness that in the country, we were really moving our homes from using oil and coal to cook our foods and other important things. So it was a very important need that was the key to when we started to use electricity and renewable energy for our houses. We really could not afford buying the fossil fuel needed to live in Iceland. But we have at the same time a lot of water coming from the highlands running to the sea, and then geothermal steam in the ground, which we were able to harness to make and in fact to be able to live in Iceland. But we have gone a long way with supplying the households, and we can say that the impact the renewable energy industry now has on households is remarkable, and it has been calculated as between close to $1 billion every year that the households save every year using this affordable energy instead of using the average prices of fossil fuels in the OECD countries. So this is an important background for us. Another important thing is the importance of sustainability, working with natural resources and getting support from our owners. We have to show that we are sustainable, and the best way to prove that is our plants. This picture shows a picture of the Ljósafoss plant, which has now this year been operating for 80 years, and is a very good kind of proof of the sustainability of hydropower. This 80 years plant, these plants are usually written off in 50 years, but this is almost as new. It has been well maintained, and we can obviously see when we visit this plant that it will work for another 80 years and probably many 80 years to come. But this is an important part of our image, is to be a prudent operator and show that we maintain and keep those plants in good shape. Landsvirkjun is, we can say that we have also a very quite unique situation, that we are blessed with power resources, which is much more than we need. And for many years ago, we started also to identify how can we use these resources to enhance our economy, and we decided to use the resources to support power-intensive industry and build up a very strong power grid in Iceland. But that has, so today we are producing about 5 times more electricity than the country needs and exporting it with the products of our customers. But moving to one of our most important stakeholders is the Icelandic nation, both as the owner and our customer. And there is the key that we have to show our responsibility in many ways. First of all, we have to show that we are responsible in harnessing the resource. We have to show them that we do it in a prudent way. We have to show that when we build power plants, which is when it's always unavoidable that these plants have big impact on the environment, that we do it carefully and we do it as well as possible. We are proud also how we deliver the land back when we finish the plants. In one of our plants, which we built recently, we had to build a village up in the highlands with over 2,000 inhabitants. They lived there for 4 years, building the biggest power plant that has been built in Iceland. But after they left, we made sure that the land where the village was exactly in the same way as it was before. And when people go there today, I can guarantee you will never find the place where this was done. But very importantly, also we have to create value out of this resource, and that is kind of the key effort we have been focusing on in recent years. We have our customers, which are as in all our companies, very important. We have a unique value proposition to the customers. It used to be low-cost energy, but that is not anymore. We are trying to maximize the value of our resource. So we have been able to increase the prices and also then pay higher dividends to our owners. But we have a unique value proposition, which is our clean energy, which is very reliable grid and long-term contracts with competitive prices. So we are proud of our customer base. Many of them have been with us from the beginning, like Rio Tinto, which started with us. We have now made 9 contracts with them when they are developing their company. But just to summarize this up, Landsvirkjun was founded and because of a need in the country. We needed energy to be able to survive in the country, and it's in many ways interesting to ask the question, would it be possible to live in Iceland without renewable energy? At least it would be very different. We would not have this affordable energy and allow us to heat the houses in this way we do. But we have had to kind of rebrand us all the time, and now we are working in a competitive environment. There's a strong demand from the environment to be very careful, at the same time to create value for the country. But our key maybe learning point is that to be able to survive and be successful in this complex environment is to communicate, have an open and transparent communication with stakeholders, and always tell the same story. Thank you.
All right.